Today we'll be making a different type of fish. This fish is more complicated, much more complicated, has many more folds. The first fish on the aquatic ecosystem is relatively simple. Does have that one diagonal fold that's unsymmetric. However, this fish has many more folds. This fish is good practice. There are a couple folds that will help you practice for future more difficult animals. To begin, we need a square sheet of paper. Okay, so if you're using printer paper, just remove that extra rectangle. And we're going to need lots of different reference lines. Because we've already folded one, we're one step ahead. We have one reference line here. Now we'll join these two corners together to make the second reference line. Like so. Now we'll need to fold the paper in half horizontally. To make sure that everything's going properly, you just look at this center line here. All folds should be going through this same point. Now we're going to take the right edge and the left edge, and we'll fold these to the center like so. 1 and 2. Okay. Make sure your folds are nice and crisp, nice and strong. Open it, and we're going to repeat the same process vertically. However, I'm going to rotate the paper just because it's easier for me to fold this way. So I'll fold it in half again this way. Again, look at your fold lines. Everything should be lining up. Okay, all the fold lines should be going through the center point. And we're going to take the right edge and the left edge and fold it to the center reference line again, like so. Okay, and actually we'll leave that one there. And again, like so. Okay, so now what we're going to do are the more complicated folds. They're not that difficult, but again, they will help us gain practice. What we're going to do is we're going to fold these corners down and out, down and out. To do so, we're going to fold on an imaginary line going from this corner to this corner with the right flap, and this corner to this corner with the left flap. To do so, you should hold this flap down here at the center, and as you fold down and out, you can see I'm holding it, this edge will run along this center reference line right here, and you can see that a pocket will be created. Fold the paper on this diagonal line right in there, and you will be able to fold it down. As you can see, we're sort of making what looks like a hut. Okay? We need to repeat the process on the other side. So again, hold the paper, hold it down and out when everything's lined up. Just make that crease, fold along there and diagonally, and fold down. Okay? Now we have what looks like a hut. This flap, you can see that there's an imaginary line going from this corner to this corner. We're going to fold it up like so. One thing that's nice about this figure is we can check our moves because all of the edges should be lining up. Okay? Now we're going to repeat the process on the other side. I'm going to rotate the paper just so it's easier. Again, we bring this one down and out like so. Fold along in the center, down and out, fold the diagonal line inside there, and down. Okay? This edge, we're going to do the same thing as we have at the bottom to make it symmetrical. Okay? Now, to make the rear fins, what we're going to do is we're actually going to fold including this rectangle that's on the bottom underneath here. You're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it up to this corner here. Again, what's nice about this figure is that everything should be in line. It's all squares and 45-degree angles. right triangles. So this edge should be lined up here. Now, this little flap, we're just going to fold it back down like so. Okay? Now we repeat the process. This side will be easier because this tip will go straight over to this tip here. You can see it covers it. And again, fold up. Okay? Now, we want to make the top and the bottom fins a little bit more believable, a little bit more attractive. What you could do is take this corner here and fold it down to the center of the fish, but that would leave no space. We want it not a complete 45-degree angle fold, but a little bit less. So something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Try to get the other side as symmetrical as possible. Okay? So when we turn over our animal, we have a fish. Now, one thing you can do to make it a little more exotic, a little more attractive, is, for example, these fins, maybe you can jog them a little bit, like so, so that from the other side they have a different feel, a different angle. You can even crunch the fin if you want, or give it some extra details, some extra folds. The same with the top and the bottom fins. Get your fingers in there and modify the paper and crimp the paper a little bit. And we have a fish. So, hope you enjoy, get some good practice. I'll see you in the next video.